Hello students, welcome to Young Cups. Today we are going to start with another chapter called as linear functions. Linear functions is all about graphs. While looking at a graph, children, I'd like to explain a few basic things which you'll normally see on a graph. Do you see the sleeping line? This is known as your x-axis. Do you see the standing line? This is your y-axis. This x-axis extends backward as well beyond 0, and then the coordinates are -1, -2 and so on. Similarly, the y-axis also extends beyond 0 and we have -1, -2 and so on going backward as well. Children, do you see this line? A slanting line out here. This is known as the gradient, normally represented by the letter M. Alright? Now this gradient is formed when two coordinates, the x coordinates and the y coordinates, match or meet on the graph. If you see this point, it is made up of the x coordinate, which is 2, and the y coordinate, which is 1. So one point out here is plotted over here. Okay, I'll write the coordinates on top. Look at this. This point out here is 4, 2. Correct? 2 from here, 4 from here. X-axis has to be written, all the coordinate of the x-axis always has to be written first. So here we have 6 and here we have 3, and that's where. So this is 6, 3, and here we have 8, 4, and here we have 10, 5. Yes, when these coordinates are joined, we get our gradient. Alright, that's how a gradient is formed. So, x-axis, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is your gradient, which is formed only after the x and y coordinates meet at a point on the graph. So let's start with the first question now. It says, look at the graphs below. For each graph, copy and complete the x and y coordinate table below. Simple. So, when our x-axis, when our x coordinate is 0, okay, what is our y coordinate? Our y coordinate is also 0. Okay? When our x coordinate is 2, what is my y coordinate? It is 1. When my x coordinate is 4, here, what's my y coordinate? 2. When it is 6, y coordinate is 3. When x is 8, y coordinate is 4. Isn't it very simple? Come on, let's move to the next graph. When my x coordinate is 0, so it is my x coordinate is 0. Here, what is the point on y? The point on y is -2. When my x coordinate is 2, okay, my y coordinate is 0. When my when my x coordinate is 4, here my y coordinate is 2. When it is 6, y coordinate is 4. When my x coordinate is 8, my y coordinate is 6. Got it? Here. Describe in words the relationship between the x and y coordinates. So, what's the relationship? So, looking at this, it's 0, 0, 2 and 1, 4 and 2, 6 and 3. Doesn't it look that the y coordinate is half the x coordinate? Yeah, so that's the relationship between x and y in words. So what shall I write over here? The y coordinates are half the x coordinates, and that is for your first graph, correct? What's the relation in my second graph? So if I have to look here, so when my x is 0, y is minus 2, 2 and minus 2, 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 2 is 4. So what's the relationship between x and y here? The relationship is that the y coordinates are 2 less than x. See, over here as well, 2 less, here 2 less, 2 less, 2 less. Yes, so the y coordinates are 2 less than the x coordinates. Yeah. Write equations in the form of y is equal to for each of the 2 coordinates. So what does this mean? See, there is a general formula in this chapter as well. Okay, and the general formula is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so right now, rather than going ahead with this formula, it'll come on later. Let's look at it with the information that we've put in the words. Okay, so we'll not do this formula right now. So over here, what are the coordinates? What is it? In the form of y. So in my first one, y is equal to half, it says y coordinates are half of x. Can I write it like that? Yes, children. And in the same way, they want y is equal to 2 less than x. So x minus 2 less than x, right? So this is your answer. Which line would the coordinates 50, 48, 50 means x will be 50, y will be 48, lie on if the line were extended? Justify your answer. See, your first formula says y is equal to half x, correct? So do you think it fits in here? So if I take my y is equal to half x, for y, half into x, for x I'm going to write 50, 2 1s are 2, 25s are 25s are, y is equal to 25, but here we have y is equal to 48. So the first one cannot have these coordinates, correct? Let's try the second one. Your second formula is y is equal to x minus 2. So my x is 50 minus 2, which is equal to 48. So am I getting this as y? Yes. So the line, if the coordinates of a line are 50 and 48, which graph does this line belong to? It belongs to the second graph. So how will I put down this statement? The coordinates 50 and 48 lie on graph 2, not this 2 with the equation y is equal to x minus 2. Alright? My second sum says, a line has the equation y is equal to x plus 5. Which of the coordinates a, b, c and d given below lie on the line? So let's use this formula. This is my x, this is my y. Alright, y is equal to x plus 5. So if I take x as 1 plus 5, my y value is 6. Is my y value 6? Yes. So this formula or this equation is good for A. Let me see if B also fits into the equation. So y is equal to x plus 5. So instead of x, I'm going to put minus 2, this one, plus 5. My y value is 3. Yes, my y value is 3. So it is good for B as well. Let me check for C. C is 0 and 5, which is y is equal to x plus 5. X is 0 out here. Plus 5. So my y value is 5. Is it? Yes. So this is good for this as well. Is it good for D? So D is minus 4 and 1, which is equal to, no, y is equal to x plus 5. If x is minus 4 plus 5, my y value is 1. So is it good? Yes. So which of the coordinates A, B, C, D given below lie on the line? All the coordinates A, B, C and D lie on the line y is equal to x plus 5. Alright? So that's all for today, children. Thank you and God bless you all.